Hello, family. This is your girl, Shameka, also known as Lady Queen. And I'm so excited that you've came back to this channel, Motivational Purpose. I hope something is said to definitely help encourage you, motivate you, educate you, so you can be the best version of you that you were meant to be, because we all have a gift, we all have a purpose. I love educating not only about scriptures, but also about cryptocurrency. I've recently started the vegan journey, but I just love educating people. So today what we're going to talk about is how to move your cryptocurrency. Once you purchase it, okay, what do I do next? What is supposed to happen next? So what I'm going to show you is basically what I do whenever I purchase cryptocurrency and what my next move is, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Go ahead, while I'm doing that, make sure you press the thumbs up button and also press the subscribe button. It helps with the algorithm, right? So that we can help educate other folks. So go ahead, press that button, and then we'll get started. Okay, let me share my screen. And we'll do the entire screen so that you can always see exactly what's going on, okay? So what we're going to do is, I tell everyone from the beginning, always set up Proton Mail first. And you say, okay, well, I have a Gmail account, I have a Yahoo account. Why I got to mess with Proton Mail? Because listen, Proton Mail is a secure, it's an encrypted email system, okay? It's built off actually blockchain technology. We understand we're going in towards that area. It's built off of blockchain technology. It's harder to break into. Gmail, Yahoo, that, if someone gets into that account, then they have access now to your emails, which actually, different exchanges might have sent you emails to keep you up to date of what's going on, or maybe a verification comes there. We want to make sure that these emails are secure. Now, when you set up the Proton email account, you can set up the free version. The free version gives you 1,500 emails a day for free. We're not going to have that many emails coming to it, so that is okay. That you can, you can actually join that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see, bro. I'm gonna show you what it looks like so you know exactly what it is that you're doing, okay? So this is the email system. I want to make sure you go to the right website. This is protonmail.com. It's an encrypted email system. It's built off of blockchain technology. Amazing. I love it. I set up my account because I wanted to make sure that any other account I set up that's dealing with cryptocurrency or dealing with my financial information, that I send it to this email. So this is the first step I teach students, is you want to create a Proton email. Okay, after we've created our Proton email, we're like, okay, next I want to buy cryptocurrency. How can I buy it? Now, if you just want to purchase Bitcoin, you can do that via Cash App. You definitely can do that via Cash App. And hopefully, let me make sure you guys were able to see that. But this was the Proton email that we went to right here. But if you want to just purchase, Bitcoin, you can do that via Cash App. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that via Cash App. Cash App, you go to it right all the way to the right side. There's a B. It's for Bitcoin. You press that. You press the word buy. You purchase your Bitcoin. You can do that also. But let's just say there's some other coins that you like maybe Ethereum, maybe XRP, my XRP family. Let's see, ADA. Tezo, whichever one, let's just say you're thinking about purchasing. This right here is called Coinbase. Now, you can find a lot of coins, not all coins, because XRP isn't traded here anymore because of the SEC stuff. So let's just say, though, they're Ethereum. Ethereum is an amazing project. A lot of cryptocurrencies are actually built on the Ethereum blockchain. So let's just say you wanted to purchase Ethereum. You press that buy button, you select how much, and buy is in this corner up here. You press that buy button, you select exactly how much you want to purchase, right? And once you do that, you confirm everything, you set up your account using the Proton email system. Now you set it up, you purchase your Ethereum is there. What do I do next? What am I going to do? Now, if you look right next to the buy and sell button, there's a send and receive button. Let's just say you want to send your Ethereum. The first thing you're going to do, you're going to make sure that that is Ethereum that you're sending, and you see it says pay with, or what we're sending right here. You're going to change that to the cryptocurrency that you want to send, and then you'll send all or however much you choose to send. Now, this is where we need to put an address. Well, Shameka, what address do I put right there? I know I'm not sending it to my house. We're talking about the Ethereum address, okay? So the next thing I'm going to show you is my Exodus wallet, which we call a hot wallet. Now, I still have an Exodus wallet. My Exodus wallet's still open because even though I sent my XRP out of here and all my other cryptocurrency, in order to keep a wallet open, you have to at least leave 20 XRP. So I have 20 XRP still in here. I can shut the account down, take the 15, and then it would, basically take the 5, I guess, for the expense, and then I'd be able to close this Exodus wallet. I choose to leave it open. But let's just say we want to send Ethereum here. This is Exodus wallet. You see the emblem right here. So if you want to look that up online too, and this is what's called a hot wallet. The reason why it's called a hot wallet, because it's still connected to the internet. So you would press the receive button because you're going to send Ethereum from Coinbase, and we're going to receive it in our Exodus wallet. You would press this receive button. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because of the fact is it would show my Ethereum wallet address, right? It would show the address. I don't want to do that. It's all about protection. But once you press that receive button, it will have actually a QR code, and then it will also have like a bunch of letters and digits and all that. I want to make sure that this is something you do not necessarily want to write down or type in. You want to press that copy button. That would be, it looks like 2 sheets of paper maybe. You press that copy button and you copy the address. And let me tell you why. If you decide to take it letter by letter and you accidentally, come back to Coinbase and you're trying to put it in here and you miss 1 digit where you put it maybe it's lowercase, but you put it, uppercase, you will then send your asset somewhere where we don't even know where it is, and you won't be able to get it back. Well, some sites you won't be able to get it back. Most sites, actually, you won't be able to get it back. So we want to make sure that we copy from the beginning. So you're going to press the copy button, and then you'll come back to the Coinbase wallet. You're going to hit the button right here, and you're going to paste whatever the address is. And then I still like to make sure that I'm putting the right address there. I kind of check the first 4 letters and then the last 4 just to make sure that I didn't leave any letter off on the end when I was copying and pasting, okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to press the continue button, and it will basically confirm, are you sure you want to send it here? And you put, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. And then when you send it there, it shows up within minutes to your Exodus wallet, okay? It's going to show up in minutes to that area. I can stop sharing. And so then you send it to your wallet. Now, when you're sending it to an Exodus wallet, one thing that I like to show people is to make sure, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you, let's see. We're going to go back to our Exodus wallet right here. On the Exodus wallet, what I want to show you, if you go up here to the settings, let's see. I'm just trying to find it for you guys. Let's see. Okay, right here. This is right. The settings. And you go to the security. Let's see. Back up. Okay, now as you can see, Exodus has you can put in a password on it, which I have mine on, where I have to type in a password. So I secure it twice. I have the secret recovery phrase, which is 12 seed words, and then I also have my Exodus password. So you're going to create a password, and then you're going to view your secret phrase. Now, in viewing your secret phrase, it will make sure that make sure nobody is watching, make sure nobody is looking, and then you'll hover over every single number. And when you want to write these 12 words down somewhere where you keep it safe, you're going to hover over that number, okay, guys? Because understand with you hovering over each number, it's going to give you a seed phrase, okay? it's going to give you a seed phrase. Each time it gives you a seed phrase, and you write that seed phrase down, you keep these in order. Because if you don't keep these things in order and you, let's just say something happens to your computer, the cat walks by, knocks coffee down on your computer explodes, and then you have to go to your mama house or to the library to get, or let's say your mama house to look up the Exodus wallet. Now you need to recover your wallet. You have to put these words in order, okay? You have to put these in order. And if you do not put them in order, then basically you won't be able to recover your seed phrase, okay? I mean your assets. So you want to make sure you write down these words. You view the secret phrase, and it allows you to view it. You write down these words. So make sure you do that before you send any asset to this wallet. It's very, very important that you do this before any asset gets in there, because let's just say you put assets in there, you get caught up, start doing something else, and then something happens to your computer, or there's a virus, something happens, and now how are you going to access, because you can't recover it, you don't have the words. So this is one of the first steps that you do on this Exodus wallet to make sure that you are able to access your funds when necessary. So I want to make sure, there we go. So with that being said, that's how you send the asset to your cold wallet. I'll show on another video later how to do it to a hot, I'm sorry, that was your hot wallet. I'll show in another video how to send it to your cold wallet. Understanding that we want to make sure, number one, we get our cold wallet from the manufacturer. I know someone asked me recently on a maybe a comment, what about SafePal cold wallet? I kind of went and looked that up. I don't see a manufacturer. It says get it from Amazon. That is a little scary when you start messing with stuff like that. And the reason why is because people's hands have been on it, and you want to make sure you get it from where, as many people, as less people as possible has their hand on it. Hello, Kim. How are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for joining. 1,000 a coin. Listen, I'm not exactly sure now. Is it, I've seen a lot. Well, I've actually studied a lot of this, and you have to understand, even with XRP going to 1,000, it is very much possible. And I believe it is. I believe it's going to happen. Now, when is it going to happen? I'm not sure, only because they're still in court with the SEC. The SEC is kind of dragging the legs on stuff. I know that definitely this coin is meant for global adoption. I'm not sure exactly when. No one can actually tell, okay, when is this coin going to go to 1,000, dollars a coin? Right now it's worth 64 cents a coin. No one can actually say, and I know we see a lot of posts, and I'm just a real type person. I know we see a lot of posts that say, okay, XRP to 1,000, happening soon. I believe wholeheartedly it's going to happen soon. Now, can we predict a date? A specific date? No. Only God knows. Only the Lord knows, because we don't know what's going to transpire soon. We don't know when everything's going to be adopted globally. We don't know what's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen, but we don't know when. No, actually, you do. You do own it on Cash App. Let me tell you why. And this is why I like to show people. The only places you do not own the Bitcoin when you purchase it on is Robinhood, Webull, PayPal. I don't know. I know PayPal's kind of partnered up with Litecoin. But let me show you why you own it on Cash App, okay? When I go, and I'm going to just buy a couple of dollars of it just to show you something. And I'm glad you're on here, because that way you can purchase Bitcoin on Cash App and still own it. Let me show you. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna purchase a couple of dollars on here just to show you exactly how you send it out. And I want to make sure I'm okay, there we go. I was wondering what's going on here. If you give me a second, guys, I'm sorry. I would have but I definitely want to help this individual right here to make sure that we have accurate information, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna just let's see. Do my facial recognition here. Okay, awesome. Okay. I've purchased a couple of dollars of Bitcoin. Now, do you see that buy, sell, and then the arrow? Okay, the arrow, if you touch the arrow, it will actually, okay, let's see. It will give you some options here. Let me just do this. You see how it gives me the option. It says I press the arrow because I'm going to send it out. You can in that corner over here. You could press that. It will actually give you a like a picture if you want to do the QR code, and it's asking me where, like, how much do I want to send. So if I put the amount of Bitcoin that I just purchased, I can press under it the word send. You see? Now, once I press the word send, it's going to ask me, okay, where are you trying to send it to? Oh, oh, okay, let me type that back in. I press too many buttons. Okay, it's going to ask me, okay, where do I want to send it to? And see, it's asking me now for the address. You see? So I own the Bitcoin. Anytime you do Cash App, you own that Bitcoin. That is the only asset that Cash App actually sells. But you do own that Bitcoin Cash App. You just do not own it on Robinhood because you can't send it out. If you can send it out, you own it. Okay, so I hope that helped you in case you want to. What's up, XRP family? How are you doing? Well, you know, I don't believe it's a scam. I got a fly right there, but I don't believe it's a scam. You know, a lot of times when we don't understand something, it may not be backed right now, but I do believe this is kind of opening up the door. Bitcoin was basically the Mac. I know y'all see that fly. Bitcoin is like the Mac Daddy that kind of opened up door for assets. So, I just sometimes when we don't understand something, we tend to lean that way. And it's only because it's about protection. We want to protect ourselves. We want to protect our finances. So sometimes we feel that way, but I don't believe it's a scam. And we'll learn on the along the way. Can you purchase? No, you could actually purchase those assets are available on Bitforex. They are available. A lot of assets are actually available on Bitforex. Now, I just in the beginning, you might not have been on here, Kim. I was showing people Coinbase. Coinbase is very, very easy. I have a Coinbase account that I set up with my Proton email that we talked about. I have a Coinbase account. It's very simple. It's very, let's see, I still have it up here. Yeah, but it's very very simple. Where I purchase like Bitcoin, Ethereum, it's a couple other currencies that I see on there. ICP is another one I purchase on there. I think Dogecoin is now available on there. I don't back Dogecoin because Dogecoin, now that's a meme coin, meme. That means that it has no case usage. They basically created it as a joke to mock cryptocurrency, and it ended up taking off. That's kind of crazy where the one that was meant to make a joke is actually doing well, or has paid a lot of people. But you can purchase that on Coinbase. But yeah, you can do it on Bitforex too, Kim. Yes, definitely. Yeah, we will definitely see. Listen, when I tell you this would be big for XRP, Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like one of my other brothers said, I got my bags packed. I'm so ready. So if it does end up on Coinbase, a lot of time when it opens up, it dips down a little further again because we're they're gonna end up adding a little more. It does dip down sometime when they start adding it to different exchanges, and then it ends up picking up. So if they add it, I'm all for it. Hey, look, well, there's always a sacrifice. Always a sacrifice has to be made. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. I hope definitely I hope this helped somebody out. But I just definitely wanted to show you how you're able to move your asset once you purchase it. Then you can take it and now move it to a cold or hot wallet. I just showed you how to move it to your hot wallet, which I use Exodus Wallet. It is free. It does give you a seed phrase, so you can protect yourself and protect your asset. Never give that seed phrase out. I try to repeat that all the time. Also, remember, please, I will not contact you via WhatsApp or Telegram. Not saying I don't use Telegram, but I don't put my Telegram information on here. So you will not see me putting that under comments saying contact me. I will not ever ask for your assets in any way. XRP. I'm not throwing any um, promotions of XRP. I'm not doing any of that stuff. So protect your asset. It's all about protection, guys. And I'm all about helping protect my XRP family and my other cryptocurrency family. Yes, for that individual that asked, I have a lot of my portfolio is very diverse. XRP, I'm very heavy in XRP because like I see the case usage and it blows my mind. I see what it can do. But I have a lot of different assets. Last time I checked, and I bought some since then, but last time I've checked, I have like 20 different assets in my cryptocurrency portfolio. So I just want you to, yes, I do have other assets, not just XRP. It's just I'm very strong. Like XRP, it's like my bay. It's my bay. So I want you to know that. Okay, you will not buy XRP on Cash App. The only coin that's sold on Cash App is Bitcoin. Will they open it up later? I'm not sure, but the only asset that is sold on Cash App is Bitcoin. And as long as, like I said, when you purchase a cryptocurrency on an exchange, as long as you can send it out from that exchange, like put it in a hot or cold wallet, you own the coin. When you cannot move the coin, that's when you don't own it. You just bought a position in where the price is. So like for Robinhood, whenever people had purchased a bunch of Dogecoin, they were reaching out saying, hey, how do I like hurry up and move it to a wallet? You can't, being that you purchased Dogecoin on Robinhood, you cannot move that to a wallet because you purchased a position. Meaning, if I purchase Dogecoin or the position on Robinhood at 20 cents, even though it goes up to 60 cents, I can just cash out if I want to. So I make profit off of it. So it's almost like kind of like Forex trading, cryptocurrency type. I guess if I had to explain it any type of way, you can cash out, you can make money. You just don't own the coin. And that's for all the other assets that they have on Robinhood, Webull, and PayPal, because I know PayPal is really strong with Litecoin. Um, you know, I just keep getting, I just, no, I don't, I can't say, oh, make sure you get 1,000, make sure you get 10,000. Every time that I'm able to, I just buy a little more because I kind of do it like this. Okay, when XRP, I'm not gonna say if, when XRP hits $10, okay, I'd have this much. When XRP hits $100, okay, I'd have this much. When XRP hits $1,000, okay, I'll have this much. And I won't put it, I won't minimize what XRP can become, and I hope I'm not freezing again, but I won't minimize what XRP can do because I've seen what Bitcoin can do. Bitcoin is at 60,000, was at 62,000 or 64,000 was the highest. It was predicted even by Robert Kiyosaki and a couple of other people that are like what financial advisor type people, that it would hit 100,000. And I do see it being possible because of the fact that there are not, like, the market cap on it. It's kind of like a scarce asset. There's only a certain amount made every single year. They cut back on how much they're making. So there's only going to be 21 million made, I believe it is. 21 million in the world made. They're at 18 million right now where people have them. And so over the next few years, once they hit that 21 million, no more Bitcoin is going to be made. So now it makes it a scarce asset. So that's why whenever I kind of explain the different assets between Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin is like the gold of cryptocurrency, where it's scarce. There's only so much of it, so that's why it costs a lot more. Now, Ethereum, I won't say is the silver to Bitcoin, but it's more like the oil, right? There's a lot of use for that asset. There's a lot of use for oil. Ethereum, a lot of cryptocurrency is actually built on the Ethereum blockchain. On July, I believe it was July 15th, they actually came out with EIP 1552, which was helping with the Ethereum gas prices. Because if for those that were purchasing Ethereum, if you would send Ethereum to your wallet, it would like take a lot of your Ethereum to send it over there. And so a lot of people were not really wanting to move it because they didn't want to lose all that. So whenever I found this out and we were kind of talking about it in the academy, I was like, you know what? Well, I'll just hold my asset here until I can move it over, until like the EIP 1552, until it happens and the gas prices drop. Well, gas prices begin to drop and it wasn't as expensive anymore. So when that happened, I move all of my Ethereum into my wallet. So, that's basically what it was. Ethereum is an amazing project. Polkadot is another amazing project, which is also built on the Ethereum blockchain, I believe. But Polkadot is another amazing project that definitely, and it's, if I'm not mistaken, it used to be sold on Coinbase, but it might still be. I'm not sure. You can look up crypto.com too, if you cannot find, but I've already kind of showed you, if you can't find an asset, you can always go to CoinGecko, look up the coin, and then go to the exchange. It will tell you what exchanges it's sold on. No, I meant BTC to exchange for XRP. Yes, you could purchase Bitcoin on Cash App, send your Bitcoin to Bit4X to exchange it. Now, I know someone else said, and I don't remember the exchange that they were talking about. They said it's a little cheaper if you use XLM to exchange for XRP, but you can't do that on Bit4X. They were talking about another exchange. Now, Uphold is another place another exchange that you can purchase XRP on, and I can definitely say I've purchased XRP on Uphold. So I can only speak on the ones that that I've purchased on before. I don't want to start putting names of different exchanges. And that's why sometimes when you guys tell me, I don't really know you, and not saying nothing wrong, I just want to make sure any information that comes from my mouth, that it's something that I've experienced. So I bought XRP on Bit4X and Uphold. Those are the two. And I believe BitTrue is another one that one of my mentors actually, or a gentleman that I follow a lot, that I have contact with. And he is a financial advisor, very, very wealthy in this space. I'm talking about a 7-figure earner in this space. And I believe he also did it on BitTrue. But these are I'm talking about the sites that I've purchased XRP on is Uphold and Bit4X. Those are the two that I've used. Oh, no, you good, darling. Yep. See, we all have that's what I said. We don't know when. I hope it happens fast. Yes, it is. Let me tell you why. XLM, it was actually a project created by another gentleman that actually helped create XRP, and they kind of split ways for whatever reason. And the gentleman that left actually created this coin, XLM. Now, I can't verbalize the case usage for it right here because it would be definitely something I have to read over again. I have read on it before. I have XLM, which is also called Stellar. I do have that coin, and my bag is good on that one too. So yes, it is a good coin. Yes, definitely special K. I tell people all the time, especially because of the economy that we're in right now, do daily cost averaging. If you have $10 and you're like, you know what, I won't miss this $10, buy $10 worth of XRP, and just let it sit. And the next time you have another 10, because let me tell you, I truly believe that whatever you have, God is going to multiply. God's about multiplying. He's not even an addition type God. Like, his addition, 1 plus 1 is 2, but and 2 plus 2 is 4, and three plus 3 is 6. But if you 3 times 3, we got 9. So it's a little better. It's a little more. So I believe God is God of multiplication. So even if it's $5, even if it's $10, do daily cost averaging, and just do a little at a time, and purchase what you can when you can. Yes, I do believe XRP will be backed by gold. I believe that's why a lot of prophecies talk about that people, and even the dreams that we have XRP and gold in it. And this is why I do believe. And actually, there is a article that I was reading that basically told me, basically that they've actually been in the process of backing XRP up with gold, and it's been a while now. And we didn't know about it, because we just hear XRP, but definitely go look that up. But I do believe that. Yes, that is very, very good. Yes. Uh, KuCoin, I have been on there before. I haven't purchased from there, but I have been on there before, for other assets. Yobit, I haven't heard of, so I've never purchased on there. Lee Brown, I purchase, for example, right now, I would not purchase XRP because it's still like, that pump that they just had where, Bitcoin is back at like 39,000. I believe it had hit 40. It's still at a high right now. So this is the type of mindset I buy during the dip, when everyone is like, right, they start selling, or because the newer investor will sell because they see an asset dropping. I buy during the dips. So like at 51 cents, 57 cents, I was purchasing. Even at 64 for a while, I was purchasing. But now it's like at another resistance. It's, because this is one of the resistance. If you look at the chart, it's one of the resistance. So I'm going to wait till it drops a little more, and then I'll purchase again. So I'm not purchasing right now. I don't necessarily look versus, I mean, I don't necessarily look versus green and red. I don't look necessarily for colors, I guess, if I could put it that way. I just look for what is at the resistance. Are we at a support level? Are we at a resistance level? And I'll decide from there, on purchasing it. Yeah, you think? That'd be awesome. Because look, I even purchased some silver and some gold, and I stashed that away too. Like, so I'm investing in that too. That's why, the individual is like, man, you need to diverse your portfolio. I'm like, oh no, I am. I just like talking about XRP. XRP is like my love language. That's my bae. So I just like talking about that. So I don't want you to think that I don't have other assets. I do. And there's other coins that I'm even researching right now. But definitely, I just wanted to show you how to move it off the exchange. I hope this helps somebody, with learning how to take an asset when you purchase it via Coinbase, or even other exchanges that we purchase on, Bitforex, Uphold, Kraken, the other different exchanges that we purchase on, that you can move it out to a wallet. And that's exactly what you want to do. I don't leave my asset on the exchange. Yep. Yep. I don't sell XRP even if it's at a high though. Now I'll cash out on profits. Like, so I had someone ask me that. I don't sell my XRP, but I will cash out on profits. So for example, if I buy one coin at 64 cents, if it hits $1, or I buy one coin at 60 cents, let's make it even and easy. If I buy a coin at 60 cents, it hits $1, I'm going to take the 40 cents out as profit, but I keep the coin, and that's what I do. So I write down like how much, asset wise, how much I have, how many coins I have, and what it's worth. And then I go back and check. And if I see profit and it's enough, because we understand they're going to take out fees, right? So if it's enough profit, and the fee isn't too high, I'll take my profit out, but I'll keep the coins. I don't sell my coins. I'm telling you, he's a multiplying God. He's a multiplying God. So, so don't feel bad. Like, even if you only have 5 coins, that is more than most people have. If you look, especially in the United States, XRP, like, I think it's like 0.0001% or it's 2% or something like that of people in the United States that have XRP. Like, not even a lot of people in the United States have XRP. Now, of course, foreign countries, they have it a little more because they use this coin actually all over the world. The United States just hadn't caught up with it yet, but they actually use this coin as payment. If you go and look, XRP is actually exchanged a lot of different places. But even with that, worldwide, there's not a lot of people that own XRP. So you're a part of the few. You're the chosen few, you know? Oh, definitely. Definitely, dog. Look, get yourself in the race. Get yourself in there. Look, you're in the race. So let me tell you, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, because you're in here with us now. So even if it has another dip, sis, it doesn't matter. I truly believe God is going to multiply. Even if it has a dip, we have to have what they call diamond hands, meaning we're not going to let go. Even during the dips, we're going to continue to hold our coins, until it hits the amount that we believe it's going to end up hitting. And like I said, I'm not going to sell my coins. I'm going to just cash out my profit. And what I would do then, depending on how much profit it is, I would contact a certain lawyer that I talked about on here, Mr. Mark, to set up some trust and to set up it going to my nonprofit organization that I have in place. Because understand, if you invest and you make $1 million in investment, if you just go ahead and cash it out, the government will then get close to $400,000. And that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So I've actually have a plan, because of the fact is I'll still end up paying taxes. So ain't nobody trying to get out of taxes, y'all. I'm just a wise investor. The Bible tells me to be wise as serpents, but harmless as doves. And we have to understand, this is how the wealthy think. This is how the previous president, Donald Trump, how he was not pay as much taxes. Even Robert Kiyosaki, how he does not pay much taxes, is because they know exactly what to put it in. And, and we don't want to be ignorant to that. We don't want to be lost in this. So before you start cashing stuff out, I would definitely research, okay, if I woke up tomorrow morning and I'm wealthy, what do I do next? Because a lot of people say, oh, cash out, cash out, cash out, because we got to hurry. We're scared we might lose it, when that necessarily isn't the best thing to do. So, so you need to definitely write down step by step on what you should do. Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all, those that have saw my dream, because I do have a YouTube video that talked about my dream with XRP. And in the dream, I told y'all, because I didn't know who the lady was. I had no idea who the lady was. And I said, guys, I found out who the gentleman was, but I said, when there was a lady in the dream, I didn't know who she was. I said she was a pretty lady, had brown hair, but there were highlights in her hair. She had glasses. And I said she was, skinny, a skinny lady. And she was talking to me and all that stuff. I did not know who she was. I finally found her. I was looking through studying about XRP. And when I clicked on the video, there she was, and I freaked out. I was like screaming in here. My kid's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I was like, "It's her! It's her!" It's actually a woman, an investor by the name of Kathy Woods. And from what I hear, she's like a multi-billion-dollar investor. She actually has a company called ARK Investment, and it was her. So I don't know how, it correlates. I've been praying, asking God to show me what I need to do as far as, because I know she has a token. It's called ARK token. And it's part of cryptocurrency. And at one point, this token was worth $30. Right now, I think it's running at about $10 the last time I saw it. But, from what I hear, the case usage on it is pretty nice. So that might be a token that I end up investing in later on. But that's who it was. It was Kathy Woods. And we see her on the last time, the episode that was called The B Word, and they were talking about Bitcoin. and Elon Musk, Kathy Woods, and then the gentleman that owned that, the CEO of Twitter, they were actually all talking, and they had an episode, and I was kind of watching them, and and they were talking, but it was her. But yes, I did. Yes. Well, actually, in my dream, he was the CEO. Well, what happened was I was in like this mall type setting, and I was kind of I was walking, but the gentleman was like stumbling, and people were trying to figure out why like he was stumbling, because most people thought he was intoxicated, because like he was just stumbling around. But I was in the medical field for 12 years. I was a paramedic. And so with the medical mindset, you're like, okay, it might not be alcohol. Like sometimes there's medical issues that mimic alcoholism, or mimic being drunk, really. And so I walked up to him because I wanted to help him just in case it was a medical emergency. And as soon as I walked up to him, he fell in my lap, but his head didn't hit the ground. He didn't fall all the way to the ground. But he fell, but he fell in a prone position, meaning he fell belly down. And I was able to catch his head. And then after that, as soon as we fell, he sat right back up. But when he sat up, it was a woman. And she kind of, pulled her legs up, her knees up to her, and she wrapped her arms around her knees. And I didn't know who this woman was. And she was talking to me, and I was like, "You okay?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." But she was just talking to me like just normal, like nothing had ever happened. But she just set up really quick. And so I believe in the dream that God was trying to tell me something, because I was asking him, God, show me, show me. And so I looked up older Caucasian gentlemen in the cryptocurrency space, and it brought me to a Twitter page. Well, when I looked at the Twitter page, it was the man in my dream. And I was like, wow. I started scrolling through it, and I found out that this was the CEO of XRP. And so that's when I started. I was like, I know God was telling me that this is going to fall. It's going to fall hard, and it's going to happen very quickly. But I truly believe that God is waiting for the kingdom of God to get in place, because he didn't fall until I was in place in front of him. And so I believe it's just us as a whole, being the body of Christ, getting into position. And so that's why I make these videos, to tell people, about XRP, to tell them about cryptocurrency. And this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you, basically educating you on what I've learned, and and this is my opinion and what I believe God is telling me. So do your own research, or even just ask God, God, show me, what's happening in this season, because there's no good thing that he'll withhold from you. And so that's what happened. And then when she set up, realizing, not even knowing who this woman was. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. I went through the Twitter page, found out he was the CEO of XRP. So I knew that God was trying to tell me something, but I did not know who the woman was. Well, about 3 weeks ago, it's been about 3 weeks ago, I found her, and she was talking, and I was like, that's her, that's her. And so her name is Kathy Woods. So I did find that out a couple of weeks ago, but I had this dream a few months ago. But yes, I did have this dream. Yes, I do. Like it, once I buy X, I don't leave it at all, because I don't I'm about protecting my assets. So as soon as I buy XRP, I send it directly to my cold wallet. I skip the hot wallet. When I first started learning about cryptocurrency, I would send it to the hot wallet. And plus I didn't have a cold wallet at the time. So I would send it to my Exodus wallet. But then once I figured out the cold wallet, how to do it, I send it directly to the cold wallet. Now I actually, this is my ledger. Well, one of my ledgers. This isn't the one that has it. But you see, it has 2 buttons at the top. But in order to turn it on, I actually have to connect it. And this cord is connected to my computer. Like I plug it up. See, I plug it up, and then it turns on. And then it starts, it says welcome to ledger.com, and it has you verify stuff, and all that greatness. So but I start sending it all to my my cold wallet. I know it can be, and I try not to geek out. I try not to geek out. Is this really true? You think the IRS is going away? Is this really true? Yes, and look, I saw it. I didn't see it because I back in the day, my parents didn't let me watch Simpsons. They said Simpsons was too much. They said Simpsons was doing too much. They were saying a little bit too much. My parents are pastors, so they were like, "Look, the Simpsons doing too much." I didn't get to watch Simpsons, but I did see an episode as I got older. Well, actually, recently about like Bart writing on the board, XRP will be worth, or 500 something dollars, or I will not sell my XRP. Like he was writing on the board, his teacher was making him write on the board, and he was writing that. So if that came out in 1997, look, you talk about the art coin. Look, I'm still studying on it. I try not to geek out too much and jump into coins because that look, even if that's the case, look, I'm prepared either way. She didn't even say anything about XRP though, but you know who talked about XRP? The CEO of Twitter. He talked about XRP, and I can't remember his name, but he did talk about XRP on there, because XRP, everybody's worried, definitely about the environment because XRP is definitely environmentally friendly. Plus, it could actually take the place of Swift, and Swift is actually what our banks use to transfer money back and forth. It takes 3 to 5 business days. It costs a lot more than it should. And see, XRP kind of solves that problem. Whenever people look for something and look for the worth in something or the value in something, does it solve a problem? And XRP solves a huge problem as far as the banking system goes. It kind of gives the power back to the people. Yes, I'm still live. Tell you the truth, it must have been God that wanted me to go live because I was actually trying to do this recorded to make sure when I show my Exodus wallet and all that stuff that I did it correctly. So, maybe it was just God, I guess, wanted me to answer some questions for somebody. It's at $1? Yeah. And I think the high was at 30, right? Or was the high at 10? Am I mixing it up? Like I said, I don't have any yet. I don't have any of this yet. I'm still studying on it, because I just found out that Kathy Woods was a part of it. And I know she was in my dreams. So I don't know whether, because she's very heavy in gold too. So I don't know if this was, you see what I'm saying? I don't know if God was trying to show me the like XRP and gold, or should I invest in this token? So I'm not invested in this. I haven't really studied that much on it. I have done some, and I know she owns a company called ARK Investment, but I have not studied on this. Awesome. Yeah, last time I heard they were on back order, but I've had mine for like maybe 3 or 4 months now. Yeah, you just keep adding to your assets. It's okay. I'm telling you, well, Ralph, Jesus is king, but XRP definitely rules the crypto world. Okay. Okay. No, Tone, I would actually like to know what this is about. Kendra Hill, XR theory. No, I would actually, can you tell me a little bit about that? I don't know what that is. I don't know who Kendra Hill is. Now, okay. I'm not sure about the taxes going away in this. I do believe that he is coming back as president. And now the government, I believe we've been lied to a lot. And it's almost like the Tower of Babel, where, God said enough is enough and brought it crumbling down. I believe this is exactly what's happening. So we'll find out. The only way we know is we keep breathing, we keep living, and we'll definitely find out what takes place. The high is the 10. Okay, thank you so much, Lee Brown. Thank you so much for clarifying that for me. Nope, I haven't had any other, I prayed about it just to make sure that I am definitely going the right way, and then there was a prophet that actually, because I'm involved in different prayer lines, and we get on, like we were on our prayer line tonight, and then there's a couple of other prayer lines that I get on just to like pray for our nation and what's going on and people losing their loved ones and they die alone, in a hospital. And so we've been praying about a lot of these things that's going on, that God just comfort those that are, during this time, right? And so one of the prophets said that she talked about that the death rate will begin to go up, but not like just with like, that thing. And I know we can't say it necessarily online, but what's going on in the world today, but also with violence, that the death toll will begin to go up. And then she, in the part of her, the ending part of her prophecy, she said that God is calling for wise investors. And she said that God would begin to anoint these people to help further the kingdom of God, to help further, and I read it on here one time. I do have a picture of it, but help further the kingdom of God in what God has planned. And that whenever the world would say buy, that God would, basically we would sell, the people of God would sell. And whenever the world would say sell, that's when God would put it on our heart to purchase. And so she said that he's calling for wise investors because of what is about to take place. So, I have gotten confirmation from, and I didn't know this woman from Adam. Like I didn't even know her. But she is a part, like a friend of a friend, and she was on the prayer line praying, and that's the prophecy that she gave forth. So that's basically what I've been doing. I've been trying to be that wise investor and listening for the voice of God. When he tell me to move, I move just like that. I don't know, Alex. And the reason why, let me tell you about Dogecoin. Dogecoin, even though Elon Musk is like in love with the coin, unless they put a case usage behind it, it takes a lot for a token to get to $1,000. So right now, Dogecoin, it's a meme coin. It has no case usage. So if you go look at what they call the white paper, you go to the website and you look up the white paper, a white paper will basically tell you what the case usage is for that token. So like if we look at the XRP white paper, it will basically tell us, that basically it's used for, basically the banking token, right? It's the banking, and that it wants to help solve the problem of sending money, that it happens very quickly and that it doesn't cost us as much. So XRP has a case usage. Even with Ethereum, you look at that white paper. Bitcoin, you look at that white paper. Like that's how we do our research of, as far as looking up coins. You look at the white paper that's connected to the token and you read exactly what they plan on using this token for, and that's how we determine whether something is a good investment or not. Now the Dogecoin has no case usage. It basically just people followed Elon Musk because he tweeted something. And that's to show you how some people have a lot of power. He tweeted something and they followed it and they started purchasing it. And like we've learned in school, in high school, when the demand of something goes up, the price of something goes up, because the supply goes down, right? So it's kind of like that. And he was able to manipulate a market. And that's why it went up so quickly. And because he tweeted something. I wish he would tweet about XRP. He keeps saying, I need a token that's environmentally friendly. I'm like, brother, just say XRP. All you gotta do is say three letters, XRP, and let people, so we could profit off of it. But he hasn't said it yet. He hasn't tweeted it yet. You think, Nate? You think he'll hit that? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But that's why I don't, do too many meme coins, because I definitely want to know, Siobhan. Okay. I just said I don't do too many meme coins. This is actually one coin that I invested in, but let me just tell you why. Because I was actually seeing that they were about to do what's called Shiba swap. And so they were about to have their own exchange. And I'm like, you know what? If they're going to start doing, because that's what, Uniswap, the Unicoin, and then Uniswap came out with their own exchange. I'm like, this might end up doing something. So I actually purchased just a little bit. I actually purchased a little bit of Shiba Inu, but I don't necessarily publicize that because it doesn't have any case usage. And I just got through talking about that. And you kind of exposed me, Siobhan. But yeah, So I do have a little of that. Not saying because I did have Dogecoin too. So hear me out. I can't really say, oh, it's A, B, and C when it has no case usage. I can't really. I'm definitely in it for the profit. If it goes up, I'm all about it. And I'll take the profit out. It's all good. Thank you so much, Lee Brown. Definitely, I want everyone to succeed, especially the kingdom of God. You know, because a lot of times we've connected this broke mindset, this lack mentality financially to the kingdom of God, and that shouldn't be so at all. I believe it's a wealthy place where people should be able to come and say, I'm hungry, and we seriously be able to feed them, not only spiritually, but physically. We should be able to feed them without even second guess. We should be able to clothe them, without second guess, helping them get, help teaching them how to be fishers of men, versus just feeding them the fish, teaching them how to be fishers of men. But a lot of times churches can only do so much because financially they're strapped, especially because of what's going on. So if we can get the churches to a place where they can help people more, and then they can, do it from a place of an abundant mentality of we don't have to worry because we always have coming in, then we can actually like seriously help people, seriously help them without worrying about it. Yeah, I'm waiting actually for Elon Musk to say he's going to basically this token will be to buy Teslas. Y'all, I want a Tesla. I've been looking at the Tesla Model X, and it's about 93,000. I'm telling you that, like, I'm waiting for him to say, okay, I'm gonna adopt Dogecoin as the new currency for Teslas, and then we give it a case usage, and then that'd be amazing. But I definitely want a Tesla. I've been looking at them. I've been thinking of those things that are good and prosperous, and Tesla's one of them. Look, they call it the Dogecoin killer. I know, but listen, they were coming out with their own exchange, so I had to get a little bit. It's all about the profit. I'm not married to any of these coins, and understand this. I'm not married to them. I'm good. I just understand that this is an outlet for us to definitely take the average Joe to be a wealthy individual to help the world. Yeah, so I know definitely. Definitely, I believe it can happen. I believe it will hit, uh, you know, 4 to 5. I believe it's going somewhere. I'm telling you, if you go look up that white paper and just go study XRP, when I tell you, it will seriously blow your mind. Like I would at first, when I first got into this space, I really liked Polkadot. Like that was my coin. But then when I started reading more and more, and Ethereum, because I understand it's built on a lot of tokens are built on the Ethereum blockchain, and so I liked Ethereum too because I'm like, okay, this token is definitely going to be about 10,000 a token, this coin. So I was leaning more towards those. But then when I really started to research on XRP, that's when I became like really, really saying, okay, XRP is going to be my biggest bag. And so that's when I started leaning more and more XRP, because I do believe that this will be the token that seriously sets families generationally free financially, like generations, like not just me, not just my kids, but their grandchildren. Like I believe that much in XRP. And then plus the dream that I have, like, and other prophecies that I've heard, I do believe XRP will be there. I believe in it by the end of this year, it could hit, between $15 to $25 somewhere by the end of this year. But I do believe, and you never know, it might hit 100. Either way, I want to be ready. It might happen like that thief in the night. It might happen you never know when it's going to happen. You just got to be ready. You just got to be ready. Okay, okay. Definitely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got the Shiba Inu army coming on here too. Listen, I don't know. Listen, I know I do have both. Only just for I actually sold my Doge. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I sold my Doge. And the reason why is because they had no case usage. And this was before Elon Musk like really, took off. I got Dogecoin when it was about 2 cents, I think. And then I sold it when it probably hit about 10 cent somewhere. Yeah, kind of kicking myself, but that's okay. I still made profit off of it, but Shiba Inu I still hold. I don't have any more Doge. But yeah, so I've profited. I'm all about the profit. I'm not married to either one of them. I think Elon Musk will end up doing something with Doge. I really believe Elon Musk will end up doing something with Doge. So not saying I'm actually I might purchase a little more just in case Elon does do that. But you never know. That is I believe that is the only reason why Dogecoin took off like that is because of Elon's tweets. Because Dogecoin wasn't doing anything. It was made as a joke. It was brought on as a joke. The creators created it as a joke to cryptocurrency. And then when Elon starts tweeting about it, like it just takes off. It just takes off. Yeah, and see, like Young B, listen, when I tell you, if you go look at what is it called? Now Daily Bread. There's a Prophet Sharon. She also said the same thing. She even received an email from a gentleman that was telling her the dream he had. It said the same thing. I had a dream actually about XRP, and basically the same. Uh-oh. Let me call you back, son. Um, I had a dream also about it, and I hope it didn't interrupt the live. But yeah, so I've had a dream about it. I truly believe that that we haven't seen the crash yet, and then when it does, it's going to happen fast. And this is why some people will not benefit, because they're going to get scared. They're going to sell their crypto because it's dipping so low, and then it's going to take off, and it's going to happen very quickly where they don't get back in time, and they will miss actually the ride up. So and that's why you'll see even people posting that say a lot of people actually will not benefit from XRP. And I believe this is the reason why. It's because it's going to scare them, especially new investors. This is the first time like average Joes have been able to get in, and you might not know a lot about cryptocurrency. And so you get in because it can actually help bring you money, but you're not sure what to do. And that's why I try to tell people, listen, don't do it on Robinhood. Don't do it on Webull. As far as your coins, you can put a position in and still make money. Don't get me wrong. But to own the coin is completely different. When you have ownership of something, you really have control. You really have control of it when you have ownership of it. So that's what I kind of teach about owning the coin. That way you can get the profit off of it, still own the tokens. So even if the token reached let's just say XRP reaches $10,000, and I have a profit of $20,000. I'm going to take off the $20,000 and I'm going to keep my 10,000, or let's just say I have 10,000 tokens or 10,000 coins. I'm going to keep my 10,000 coins. I'm going to take the 20,000 profit, but I'm going to keep the 10,000 coins. Because what if it goes up to 100,000? What if it goes up to 200,000? What if it goes up? I want to continue to benefit off of it. So I'm not selling my tokens or selling my coins. I'm just going to cash out the profit. That's what's up, man. That is awesome. Yeah, this is actually Nate and his wife, I believe, had reached out to me because they also had a dream about XRP and gold, I believe it was. So don't sleep on what's going on. I believe that if you truly want to know, God, am I doing the right thing? You ask, he will tell you. I truly believe wholeheartedly he will tell you. You just have to ask and he will show you. But he is another, him and his wife actually have also had dreams about it. Now, okay, you were talking to Robin. Got you. In October? Are you laughing because you exposed me, Siobhan, because you exposed me with my hand with the meme coins? Listen, you know what I've been thinking about? Like, I'm serious. You got to think ahead. This is how the wealthy think. You got to think ahead. We're all going like towards, online stuff, digital stuff, electric, solar. Elon Musk with Tesla, he has his electric cars. You know, if you look around and you look it up, depending on what city and state you live in, it would be very smart to have one of those electric gas stations or solar. And I say gas station, but it's not a gas station. It's a solar station where they, you know, the cars pull up and they can actually um, charge their vehicle. It would be very wise to invest in something like that. And you're talking about your Cybertruck from Elon Musk. I saw that too. I saw that. Believe me, I've been watching. But I'm just thinking about like further along and see if we think ahead of people or ahead of the times, we can actually benefit. Like cryptocurrency, we're thinking ahead of everybody else that's caught on. Because you know, at one point, J.P. Morgan Bank, you know, they were saying that Bitcoin was a scam. Bitcoin this, you know, and they were saying that. This is why I say you really have to. You don't watch what I mean. You don't listen to necessarily what people say. You watch what they do. You watch their actions. But they said that Bitcoin was a scam. Bitcoin's price begins to drop. They then, because, you know, with blockchain, it's transparent. You can't hide if you purchase Bitcoin or if you purchase Ethereum or if you purchase XRP. So they say Bitcoin's a scam. They, you know, they put in the papers, all that stuff. Well, the next thing you know, JP Morgan Bank is purchasing the cryptocurrency. You know, so you don't watch what people say. You watch what they do. You watch their actions, especially the multi-billionaires, the multi-millionaires. You watch action. You watch how they move. They don't think like average people, like normal people. They think ahead. And a lot of times people will say things out of their mouth because they understand they have power. You know, when you're known, you have a lot of power. So they can, just like Elon Musk, he's known because of Tesla and because of what he does, he has a lot of power. So him tweeting something can actually change the market in Dogecoin, right? So if he says something, people are watching what he does because he's a multimillionaire, you know, or multi-billionaire, I'm not sure, but he has a lot of money. So people are watching what he does to mimic that, to benefit off of it. So we have to do the exact same thing. Whenever we watch what they do, we don't watch what they say, we watch what they do so we can financially benefit off of it. So I've been thinking, you know, I looked it up in my area and there's only one in like 200 plus mile radius. There's only one solar station. And so I'm like, man, this would probably be the next thing that I invest in because this could actually bring profit later on down the road. Y'all like the Dogecoin. Y'all might make me go get a little more Doge. Yes, XDC, that is a part of XRP. Goodness, I know one of my brothers on here, Brother Kings on here, are actually a little more knowledgeable on XDC because they're the reason actually why I went and look up XDC, and it was off of the XRP. And you go look at XRP website, it will actually talk about XDC also. So anything that's dealing with XRP, I believe to be good. It definitely can bring you profit. So definitely, I believe so. Yes. Okay. I definitely can do that. It's up. And just to explain it, now I will do a video on this. I thank you even for asking because I will do a video on this. Now, though, just to explain it in words, though, for example, with my XRP, well, not only XRP, with a lot of my tokens, I write down how many tokens I have. So, so for example, XRP, I write down, oh, I have this amount of tokens and it's worth this amount. You know, I'll put basically next to each other. So I'll write down the date. Every time I purchase a little more, I write down the date of how much I have, how much it's worth. Now, once it goes up to a certain amount, I'll cash it out. The way I cash it out is, for example, if I wanted to send out, let's just say you have it in your Exodus wallet and you're using Coinbase, because Coinbase is a lot of, well, I use Coinbase a lot to cash out. So for example, I have my stuff in my Exodus wallet. It goes up in profit. I done profited, let's just say $500. I will then take just the $500, but let's just say I have 10 coins and now it's worth $500 on top of what the purchase price was. So the purchase price was $200. It's now says $700. I'm going to take the 500 out, right? Because I'm going to keep my original 200 in there, my original price of what I paid for the tokens that I have. So I want to take out the 500. I would then exchange XRP, the $500, to a stable coin. Now, stable coins are like Tether. Another stable coin is DAI, I believe it is. Another stable token is USDC. Those are stable tokens, meaning they won't go above $1. So don't invest in Tether because Tether's not going above $1. Tether is a stable coin. So let's just say I send it to, cash out $500 to Tether, and then I will now send my Tether to my Coinbase, which is connected to my bank account, and I cash out. I send it to my bank account. But I'll do a video on there just to kind of break it down a little more because I know it seems a little more tedious than what it really is. It's really not hard. But yeah, so I would send it to my Coinbase, and then I would cash it out. But I will do a video on that, no problem. You think it's going to come in August? Listen, I know they have to have some stuff done by July 28th. I really believe it's happening soon, and I'm ready. Happy? Is that another token? You bought Happy? Of course. It is the sign of the times. It is look, I'm not ignorant. Look, I'm not ignorant to the signs of the time actually talk about everything that's going on in the government, in the world. The signs of the time are happening. So I definitely believe he's coming back soon. I just got to be ready and hope you are too. Hey, that would be amazing because he definitely has influence. So it would actually open up other people's eyes to maybe to saying, you know what, is there something that I've been missing? Because I don't teach religion at all because religion, it's based on what the world thinks is good and bad. So if the world, thinks something is bad, then that's bad. But if the world thinks it's good, it's good. So I don't teach on religion. I just definitely teach about a relationship with Jesus Christ and knowing who God is. I teach about the relationship with Jesus Christ because when you have a relationship with somebody, you talk to them every day. You want to get to know them a little better. And when you actually get to know him a little better, you get to know more about yourself. So I definitely teach people that, like, just being the light in that way to say, I want to be different. I want to just genuinely want to help people because maybe it will touch somebody else to pay it forward and they do the same thing. And then we, one touch another one and we begin to impact the world, and that's why I believe, what the Bible said, that love is, the most excellent way. The more we show love, how do I show love? I treat people the way I want to be treated. I don't, even if I don't agree with something, I'm not going to belittle that person. Now, I will stand up for what's right. Don't get me wrong. And believe me, that there's a warrior inside of here. I will stand up for what's right, but I don't, I believe that even when we all have come to a place of sinning and falling short, God still loves the sinner. He doesn't love the sin, but he loves the sinner, and so, no matter what, it's always to show love. Even if you don't agree, we'll just agree to disagree. It's always about showing love. Look, the Bible says he's coming back soon. And he says, like, we're in the last and evil. Listen, I don't, if even Jesus said in the Bible, he says only the Father knows. Only the Father knows the time that he says enough is enough. I know he getting tired, so no, I don't know when the crash will happen. I believe it'll happen soon. And when I will tell you this, I believe it's going to happen so quick. I believe it's going to happen so quick that it's going to be like the turn of a head. Like, wait, what just happened? Like, what just happened? And I believe a lot of people, when they start to see it go down, they'll cash out. And that's why I tell people, listen, there's a difference with cashing out just your profit and holding your tokens, holding your coins. I would not sell the coins because, as we see, like, for example, there were a lot of people that, and I think it was one of the guys that actually created Doge. He actually cashed out when Doge hit a certain amount, sold all his Doge, bought a little Honda, and Doge ended up going like to 70 cents, and he had cashed out like at 5 cents or 10 cents or something. I won't sell my coins. I will cash out on the profit. I will not sell it. So, whenever it does happen, I'm still going to always keep that, because you never know. My great grandchildren might still need XRP, and they'll continue to benefit off the profit. So I'm just trying to use wisdom even when it comes to cashing out. Why don't you selling half your bag? Why don't you just cash out on the profit? Why do you want to sell your whole bag? Look, I'm trying to teach you how to be a fisher and not just eat the fish. The fish, right, is like cash out, we done, get the money. What if it goes higher than 10K? What if it hits 100K and you sold out at 10K? You could have had actually more than half of what you would have then. So it's just something to think about. It's just something to think about. Definitely, Kim. So basically, whenever, let's just say you bought the token at 60 cents. When it hits 70 cents, you've made 10 cents on every coin that you have. So that's why I'm saying when it hits a certain profit, I just kind of look at my portfolio. When it hits a certain amount, and let's just say I have $1,000. If it hits 1,500, I'm taking out the 500. If it hits another 1,500, I'm taking out the 500 again. Now I have a risk-free investment, because I've already made my $1,000 back of what I put into the market. I made my $1,000 back, right? So anything else from that will now just be straight profit. So that's why I don't sell my tokens. I want a risk-free investment to where if it goes to ground zero, I have not lost anything because I've already made my money back. So if it hits 500 again, now I got 1,500. I've made 500 profit. I still have my 1,000 tokens, and I've made 1,500 off of that, plus have my 1,000 tokens. You see what I'm saying? It's a little that's why I don't sell at all. I just cash out profit because I want a no risk investment. No, when you take profit, just take off the top. So let's just say you've been purchasing 100, and I'm just throwing out a number, $100 of XRP like every month. You just keep track of it. Now you got $400 worth of XRP. It hits 700, take out the 300 and leave the $400 still, because now you're close to having a no risk investment. Now you're at the point of that. So just do it that way. Exactly, Anthony. Yes. That's how you do that. Then that's what it's about. It's just about the education. You just have to make sure you get to a place. You got to think the way the wealthy think. And I'm learning this slowly but surely. The wealthy don't think like us. They definitely think from a place of ahead and from a place of abundance. And I won't say us, because we're in that place. We're learning, right? So I won't say us, but the wealthy does not think like the average Joe. I think I went and look at Nate channel. He has not. Him and his wife definitely need to. I believe I subscribed to Nate's channel, but his wife him and his wife definitely need to put it on there, huh? Huh, Alex? I agree with that. Look, if it's a sleeping giant, I got a piece of it. I'm ready. Hopefully somebody answer your question, darling. I do not know. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, look. You have a separate YouTube page. Justine and Nate talk about the. Okay, definitely. Well, I will make sure, if I have not subscribed. I know I actually started subscribing to a couple of channels, especially those that comment a lot. Like Alex is one. Nate is another one. Jesus is King. Their YouTube channel, they comment a lot. Just a few of them that I see. I try to go back and subscribe to their channel. I found a way to do that today. As a matter of fact, was my first day doing that. So yeah. Tether is a fraud. Tether's a stable coin. I believe it's a way for the government because, you know, USD tether, you know, I kind of believe it's a way for the government to keep track of us. It's going down. Has it passed 99 cents? Because normally it goes from 99 cents to $1. That's the only place it stays. They're under, oh, okay, okay. Let's see, Jordan. I don't know what that is. Look, well, they need to finish so XRP can take over. Man, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to go. I go look up some stuff after I finish talking to you guys because actually, y'all kind of open up my eyes to some other things I didn't know about. Okay, Jody, I don't know. Can you explain a little bit what that is? But I'll go. You know, I'm gonna go look it up. October for Bitcoin. Well, you know, even Nate too, because I know you're part of now Daily Bread. You know, that is the prophecy that she said Bitcoin, or she said at the time, I think it was China, had to come down in order for this to happen. So, you know, if that does happen, if it does happen in October, we definitely need to be ready whenever it does take place. I'm trying to see what there I was. Like I'm ready. The SEC's already lost the case to me, and I'm like, we just need to wrap this up so we can speech Thursday on Friday. Okay, yeah, this is the governor for or the for what state? I know who you're talking about. I do know who you're talking about, and she was actually the one that requested that Mr. William testify. Oh my goodness, have I been on? I need to go. I try not to watch the news, y'all, too much because I believe that is another way that we get lied to. It actually sows fear, you know, because they talk about the certain rates going up, but then they tell you, hey, so some of y'all can go back to school without mask, and but the rates are going up. So I'm really confused. So I try not to watch it too much because that's all they talk about, and I believe they sow a lot of fear into people. So I try to watch what I need to watch and then disregard the rest. But I will go look at the flooding that you were talking about. Yeah, but listen, guys, I hope this definitely helps someone. I love talking to you guys. I love, you know, if you have any other questions, I will definitely try to make sure that I comment and you know, and try to answer them if I know. If I do not know, then definitely I try to reach out to one of our educators to ask that very question to say, hey, you know, do you know what's going on with this or what's happening with this? And when I tell you he's the number one crypto educator in the space, in that space. So, you know, he's definitely knowledgeable about this stuff. And so I reach out to him to find out exactly what it is we need to watch out for. And this is why I say I can't really talk on meme coins because he doesn't even mention the names. He's like, that is curse words when it comes to cryptocurrency. And he's like, he don't even mention the names. But I have a little bit just in case, just in case. Bro, you can't able, you're not supposed to expose your bag, bro. People come after you when you do stuff like that. Yes. I have Exodus wallet. I don't, the only reason why I took it out of my Exodus wallet because just for extra security. But as long as you don't give your seed phrase out, Exodus, your cryptocurrencies are very safe. You know, as long as you don't give it out. The only thing is I've thought about, okay, if something happens where this crashes, the website crashes, or something goes down, do I really have full control? You know, so that's why I moved everything over to my cold wallet that I purchased from the manufacturer. You know, that's why I moved everything over there, and because I want to make. Now I still have 20 coins in my Exodus wallet because the only way you can take the 20 coins out, like in order to keep your account open with Exodus wallet, you have to at least have 20 XRP tokens or something like that, or 20 tokens left over. So that's why I took everything out but the 20 tokens. So I still have 20 left in my Exodus wallet. Definitely. Look, it's all about support, family. It is definitely all about support. Yeah, see, this is what I just said. Yep. Yeah, you never know if something happens, if it crashes, if it shuts down, do you really have full control? Like, because I would freak out. Let me tell you, when I first sent it to my cold wallet, like my heart was racing. And I was like, oh man, did I do it right? Because you want everything to go over right. So just imagine like if something happens with the internet or something happens with the Exodus wallet, the site, whatever, and it shuts down. What do you do? Like you more than likely would freak out because you're like, okay, my assets, are they safe? Is everything okay? And you start freaking out. So I wanted to protect myself from that, just in case. But for the most part, as far as your asset, as somebody breaking into your Exodus wallet, no, unless you give them your phrase, your 12 seed phrase. I'm hoping for this, Jody. I'm so hoping for this. Yeah, I agree with Jody. Don't sell it. You just take your profit. Yep. Yeah, and that just goes along with the prophecy that Prophet Sharon said. So, we understand also that cryptocurrencies follow what Bitcoin does. So we saw when Bitcoin started to drop, all the other cryptocurrencies started to drop. But when Bitcoin rises, you see all the other cryptocurrencies are rising too. So they kind of mimic what Bitcoin does. So we understand if Bitcoin falls, that the other currencies are going to also. And then once they take off, we want to be No, no problem, Maria. No, basically what we're saying is, okay, if I have 100 tokens or 100 coins, right? 100 coins of XRP, they're worth $100. Now, let's just say it goes up a little bit, and now it says that I have $300 in my portfolio. I'm going to take the $200 out, and I'm still going to keep my initial investment in there, which is $100. Because of the fact is now I have a no risk investment, and I know I might be late on these comments. I'm sorry. I have a no risk investment. I've made $200. Well, I made $200, and I still have my initial investment, so it's a no risk investment because I made extra. So you always keep the tokens in case it hits another high. You still get to benefit off of it. You never lose your position in your investment. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I bet you they were kicking it. I want you to think about that. They sold everything at $10,000. It goes to 60,000. You know how much more money they could have had? They said whenever Bitcoin started in 2010, if you would have had just $10 in the investment, you would be a multimillionaire. With where Bitcoin went to 60,000, you would be a multimillionaire just with $10 invested. So I want you to think about that. Those that sold and they were thousandaires where maybe they had maybe $600,000, but they could have been a multimillionaire if they would have just held their position. So that's why I do not sell all like my bag. I just cash out the profit. Never know. Y'all, that same group. Yeah. Yeah, you look, it is the banker's coin, and that's why you don't want to. You can answer. You don't want to just bring it out there, mama. You don't want to sell your XRP because I believe. I mean, think about it. Years down the road, when I tell you, I believe this token is going to do something crazy. I believe it's going to do something like amazing. Like how they say, eyes haven't seen. Like I really believe it's going to hit some highs that even those that are technical analysts, they really don't know how high it's going to go. They can predict, they can say what they believe, but I believe this is going to impact serious, like some nations. So I will not be selling any of my coins. I'm actually a part. I was looking at percentage wise how many people have this much XRP, that much XRP, and I found mine, and I'm like, wow. Like I'm grateful to God that I'm a part of that small percentage, and I wasn't left out on the financial breakthrough that's about to happen, that financial transfer. Yep. And if you look, I mean, and XRP at one point was like at $3, right? If you look, and that's why you can't really watch what the internet says either, right? Because if you look, XRP was once at $3. Other people, when XRP first came out, they're like, oh, XRP will never reach $1. Oh, and XRP was once at actually $3 and some change. So you can't even go Google and look up, because if people don't like a project, like I know they have Bitcoin maxis, no shade to you Bitcoin maxis, where they believe Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency, they will bash XRP, so you can't listen to people that might write an article saying that XRP is nothing and it ends up going somewhere. So that's just a little advice. Nope, not selling my XRP. I'm cashing out profits, but I'm not selling XRP. Not at all. I will keep all of my coins because let's just say I cash out at 1,000, but it ends up going to 10,000. I've missed out. And I know some of y'all are like, this woman just said this about 30 times. I won't say it no more, guys. Okay. Yeah, for now. You're right, Jody. For now. Benders. Let me see if I. Okay, one more time, guys. Just stick with me one more time. Basically, okay. And let me just make sure that someone didn't answer this question. Okay. Let me answer this for because I want you to I want to make sure that you understand, okay? I want to make sure that you understand. If I have 100 tokens and they're worth $100, right? Let's say it goes up and now my portfolio said instead of $100, because I have 100 tokens worth $100, it says now 200. I'm going to take out just 100. So which means I still have $100 left in my portfolio, but it's now a no risk. So I cash out my profit, meaning I'll send $100 into a stable coin to cash it out, maybe in Coinbase, to send it to my bank account, right? So I'll cash out the $100 and I'll send it to my bank account, but I still have 100 tokens of XRP left in my portfolio. And I'm going to do a video especially for that, just in case, because I don't want D blenders to think, well, you're not explaining it right. I want to make sure that you completely understand exactly what it is that I'm saying. I don't want to take for granted that you might not understand because you might be new. But yeah, we don't sell the XRP tokens. We just profit out of, what we make. Definitely. This is the one that I promote. Now they need to sponsor me. They need to sponsor me, y'all, because I've been talking a lot about this. But this Ledger Nano S, I purchased it from ledger.com. Now, I want to tell you, make sure, Anthony, you purchase it from the manufacturer. Do not get it from eBay. Do not get it from Amazon, because the less hands on it is the best. Because if someone starts to set up your ledger that you get, and it looks like this once you receive it, if they set it up for you, they copy your word phrase, and then you take it and you put your assets in there, they have access to your wallet and they can take your money or take your assets out or take your profits out. They can basically bleed your profit. So this is one that I use, and this is the Ledger. I really like it. It's doing the job. It was really easy to set up. I plan on doing a video because I think Kim asked me to do a video on that, on setting up a cold wallet. I just did, before we started kind of talking, I just actually did about setting up your, sending money to your hot wallet on this video. So if you do have to, watch previously, I showed people kind of how to set that up. So, but yeah, I do the Ledger. Just make sure you buy it from ledger.com. Do not purchase it from Amazon, from eBay, because you want less hands on it as possible. It's all about protection. It's all about protecting your asset. Good night, Nate. Thank you so much for joining. You're talking about the government trying to do that? I don't trust that either. Like, it is kind of bad to say, y'all, but we've been lied to a lot from government officials, from government. So you kind of really, XRP is decentralized. It's basically no one really controls it. It's not one person necessarily in control of it. So I rather um, not be controlled by the government any longer. You know, banks have lied to us. Our banks take our money. You know, when you try to log into your bank app, you know, and it says that it's unavailable this time, check back at another time. It's because they're actually using our money in foreign trade, and they give us 1% at the end of the year, which is a penny, sometimes 2 pennies, depending on how much money you have. They give that to us at the end of the year when they've actually you know, this is a $1 trillion market, that, and they actually profit off of your money. So when we sign paperwork to open up a bank account, when we sign our bank information to open up a bank account, we're giving them permission to use our money in the foreign exchange market. And so they're getting like the money. And I'm about, if anybody's going to make their money work for them, it's going to be me making my money work for me. And I will benefit off of it versus the bank making so much money off of us. And you only get a penny at the end of the year. You know, so that's why I lean hard towards cryptocurrency, because of that reason. God, I give you the glory. I give you the glory. I definitely wanted to. Oh, I have a lot more. I mean, is that what you have? That's good. That's awesome. I'm telling you, being in the game is better than not being in the game at all. You know, so even if you have 5 coins, you know, at least start purchasing. That is amazing. That's good. You know, Maria, don't you know how the Bible tells us, do not despise small beginnings? Like, just keep buying little by little, and you will definitely be a part of that bull run, be a part of, you know, getting profit from that. So definitely, that's amazing. I'm happy that you're in it now. Should do this. I'm so late on these comments. Yes. I hope that help D blenders. Look, I'm gonna do a video. I promise, because I don't want you to feel confused, and I don't want you to think that I don't want to answer your question. You know, I know some people coming in a later time, and I'm not ignorant to that either. But I want to make sure that you completely understand it, D blender. So I appreciate you joining, sweetheart. Dang, Jody, you coming out with 18 more just tonight, huh? That's what's up. That's amazing. Y'all exposing your hands. Y'all not supposed to expose your hands. You right. You are so right. Yeah, we're not meant to be slaves in any capacity, and that's financial slavery. And people don't understand that you know, we've been in that place for so long where we're depending on a government, you know, to financially set us free, when God actually wants to say. I mean, I want you to think about the story of Joseph, and that's why I say the Bible's actually playing out the story of Joseph. Joseph was in jail. You know, he was a dreamer. He believed that things were going to happen. God would give him dreams. He believed things were going to happen, and they laughed at him, they joked and everything, and he got thrown in jail, and so he was in bondage. And that's a lot of times we're in financial bondage and we don't even realize it. Financial bondage to the government, financial bondage to a lot of things. You know, we're in financial bondage, but Joseph was in bondage too. And even though Joseph was in bondage, he still kept working, and you know, he was even actually allowing God to use him to even help with the revelation of dreams, as far as people that were in bondage with him. And then he was depending on the government. You know, they had to provide his food, his clothes. I mean, even though he was in a high position in there, he was still depending on the government. And then after using his gift and him being brought to Pharaoh, now the government depended on him to financially survive during those 7 seasons of lack. So I believe that's where the wealth transfer comes from, you know, and we have to just be ready. So I've been reading a lot on the story of Joseph, even on, you know, the backstory, because if we look in the Apocrypha, it actually tells the backstory of Joseph and what he went through and what happened. And, you know, even in what the reason why the decisions were made, and it's in the book of Jasher. It's Jasher, I believe. But yeah, so I've been studying a lot on Joseph. There's actually a button, and I can't show it on here because you know, it would definitely show all of my my assets in there, and it would show different numbers and letters. Yeah, so but it actually does it. There's a button where you can go to on the well, it's the live ledger site. It tells you to download, and when you get your ledger, when you get it in, it will actually have some instructions telling you to download a live ledger, and it goes on your desktop. Now the asset is held in the ledger, but you can see exactly what's in the ledger, and you can read it on the website, and it actually has a button that you can press and press sell, and it will let you transfer it out. So there is it on the live ledger, and it looks like a white circle with two blue arrows, and it's called live ledger, and that way you can view it. But yes, it does have a button in there. What's a Faraday bag? I don't know what that is, Jody. Well, this is actually, this is not my, this is an extra one I have. Like, I bought more than one, so this is the extra one I have, Jody. So this isn't it. Look, I'm telling you, I have the one that has my asset on it. I have it in a fireproof case, like, just in case. You never know what's gonna happen. I need it in a fireproof, waterproof, everything proof. Okay, so you never know. Plus, I have my seed phrases, so I can always recover it, buy another Nano S and recover it. Oh, look, yeah, that's what I did, Jody. I don't have it in sandwich bags, but that's a good idea too. No, they do not. No, they do not. AV, I'm not sure. I do believe in the prophecy that's been given forth, and that it's going to happen with the quickness. What month, what day, we can't say, on this specific day and time. Of course, people can tell you after analyzing things and what they see in the market, but to say exactly when it's going to happen, I'm not sure, AB. Good. That's what's up. I do. I see. This is what I believe, because he came in not necessarily high in politics. He was, even though he's a wise businessman. Don't get me wrong. Trump is a wise businessman. He was not corrupted by the political stuff yet. So you know how, like, politically they try to hide things, they try to, and I don't even know if I could talk about this on YouTube, but it's being talked about, but they try to hide things that's going on, right? And you're taught that as you go through being in office. But because he was never in those type of things, he was definitely from a different mindset, and so not saying I agree with everything he says now, because he says some off the wall stuff, but at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, I'm a believer before anything else. I'm a child of God before anything else, and that's why that's what I base even what I do or vote for, stuff like that, off of the platform of what does God say, and so that's where I stand with that, and that's just it. I tell you the truth, this is just my opinion, AV. I'm not even sure. I believe the crash will, happen. I don't know, AV. Look, you try to put me in a rock and a hard place. But the thing is, how easy would it be to get? Now, I know the FBI was able to get some Bitcoin back, which amazed me that the FBI would even, whenever there was that hacking in the what do you call it? In the gas thing, in the gas deal, I know that the FBI was able to, or the feds was able to get some of that back. And I'm like, man, I thought y'all weren't even messing with Bitcoin. That's why you don't watch what people say. You watch what they do. You watch what they do. I wouldn't get rid of all Bitcoin though, even though it's going to go down. Um, it may not be worth as much. I believe it's a good investment, because I believe it is a type of crypto gold, because most tokens have more market as far as the market cap, So I just wouldn't get, I don't get rid of all of mine. Oh, okay. Oh, this is some wise stuff, eh? This is some wise stuff right here. I definitely will look. Matter of fact, let me write that down because I will forget as soon as we get off of here. Y'all, I have to write stuff down just to make sure. And I want to look up the flooding stuff also. Definitely. That's awesome. Okay. I definitely will. That will be, and it's on Amazon, you said? Thank you so much. Thank you, Jody. It wasn't hard. It is a lot of time. It does take a lot of time because I was very new to it also. Um, you know, thank God for YouTube because there are a lot of things actually that you can look up. Now, I just try to watch what they do. I never give away seed phrases. I try to make sure that I don't find it because there are YouTube channels that are like trying to run scams. And I recently saw that, especially when they were asking people to send them 250 of XRP or 250,000 of XRP and they send them 5,000, back. And I realized that not every YouTube channel is legit and not every YouTube channel is trying to help people. But so I try to watch which ones I watch. But I started teaching myself as far as the ledger. I started teaching myself by watching. First, I read the instructions. It still wasn't clear. So then I went to a YouTube channel and watched how she did it. And then I was able to take that plus what I read and then figure it out. So that's how I was able to do the Ledger Nano. Now, as far as learning about all crypto stuff, I'm actually a part of an academy that teaches us about case usage, teaches us about like how to find these tokens, like basically some of the stuff that I've talked about on here, like they kind of teach us about all that stuff. And so I do the crypto academy because I don't want to be naive to what's going on. So this is how I'm learning about the cryptocurrencies. And like I said, they get on 3 times a week. So at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I get on with them and then I just listen and I take notes and then I go back and I do my own study, to see exactly what it is, what token, may I want to get into, that's how I kind of study. And then I use there's a couple of people that I follow, like James Rule XRP. He has a YouTube channel. He's a crypto educator. He also is in Clubhouse and you can actually go on stage and talk with him if you have any questions. I believe he has a couple of nodes for Pact Protocol, which is another token for a Pact Protocol. And so he has a couple of nodes. He has some XRP. What is it? He has a few things, but like very educated in this area. So I'll talk to him about it. It's just putting yourself in the space. The more you put yourself in the space, the more you start to catch up on things. Like, because I don't know everything by any means. But like, for example, Jody's one of them. Nate is one of them. Alex, and, a couple other people in here. And I don't want to start mentioning names because I'll forget somebody, that has helped me out before. But like, they'll mention stuff and I'll just go look it up. I'll go research it. I'll look for the website, not necessarily Google sites, because Google can lie to you. People put stuff on there all the time, so I go try to find that website to discover whatever it is that they're talking about, to see if it's something that interests me or something that I'm like, because there's actually a token that I've been reading on the white paper that is actually going to be for loans, and I'm like, this is something new. Like, this is the first one I've seen like this. So hold on, baby. So that's how I kind of study the cryptocurrency. I hope not. I hope not. This is a way to be in bondage again to me. You know, Well, no, I take that back. I hope it does. When I say I hope not, I hope it continues. Like one person doesn't, like, for example, the Feds have control of our US dollar, right? I hope not one entity has control over something like that. That's what I mean. Because it almost puts us back in bondage, and that's what I don't want. Like, I seriously want people to be financially free. Uh-oh, Jody. He says it doesn't prevent electronic stealing, Jody. Yes, there is, like, whenever okay, the ledger is what holds your coins, right? But then they have an app that basically you're not on the app, and hopefully it's not freezing again. The it's not on the app, but basically just shows you what you have in your ledger. There's a button on there that will, or a couple of tabs on there. It'll say receive XRP there, and I'm just using XRP, but receive XRP, sell XRP, send XRP. Like, there's a button, you just press that. There is a way to do it. He says tin foil. Jody getting crafty with it. Jody, you got to protect your stuff, Jody. Safety first. But listen, I believe safety first. Listen, I ain't mad at you. Like, I understand. You got to protect your stuff. You got to protect it, Jody. I completely understand. Jody said he put in aluminum foil and sandwich bags. Hey, Tammy. Look, y'all, this is one of an amazing queen, one of my mentors, actually. I was just talking about the academy. One of my mentors, she is amazing queen. Definitely helps me study through this stuff and all that stuff. But yeah, this is Tammy. Yes, I purchased XRP through what's called Bitforex, Bitforex. I know a few people on here have talked about Uphold. I have purchased it on Uphold also, so you can get it on Uphold. But the only thing is, Uphold, it makes you do 60 plus days in order to be verified to send it off of Uphold. But you can do Uphold now. Bitforex, it did not take me that long. I was able to purchase. You have to use Bitcoin to purchase XRP on Bitforex, but Uphold, I believe you can use your debit card in order to, or your banking account in order to purchase it. So it's Bitforx, or Uphold is UPHOLD. Yes, you definitely want to store it safely. I didn't use Uphold, Jonathan, to transfer off. Okay, see, what happened was when I first started purchasing on Uphold, I had the hot wallet. I sent it to the Exodus wallet. It was not hard, just putting the address in there, sending it over. Now that I like Bitforex a little more, I purchased all of XRP from Bitforex. It is not hard. The Nano does not require you to have a tag, so it will tell you on the site you have to put the address in plus put a tag. You could just put a number, and it will still send it to your site. But Bitforex will not allow you to send it out unless you have a tag on it. So you definitely want to tag, put that tag in there so you can send it over. It is not hard at all. Make sure you copy the address, not just typing in the address, because if you get one letter wrong, one letter off, then if you get one of those off, then you will send it into the cloud somewhere and you won't have it. So and it will tell you that on Bitforex, like, do not send this without a tag, or it goes like into a wallet and you can't access anymore and you don't have access. So make sure you put the tag in there, use whatever you choose to use, and make sure that the address is correct. Even though I copy the address, I still go back and check, make sure that I didn't leave a letter off, or 2 letters off on the end, or 2 letters off in the beginning. I still make sure I check that. Binance, yeah, I heard some stuff was going on with Binance. Be careful with this though. XRP is an important asset to me. It got to be a friend that you really really know and love, and that you would give your left arm to, and maybe even a toe. You know, you got to be careful with that. Don't send, especially YouTube. Do not send anybody your XRP. Do not, do not, do not. No, you buy through an exchange. So you can go, like I said, to Uphold or Bit4X. And I think somebody else told me on Kraken that you can purchase it. Have to take profit instead of selling your coin. Definitely. That's okay, darling. I listen. Look, that's why I had to, even with D Blender. I hope that they didn't shy off, because I was like, because I wanted to. I thought he had asked the question earlier, or she had asked the question earlier, but I have to remember that some people are very new. You don't have to apologize at all. I would love to do a video on this. As a matter of fact, that will be my next video. So do not apologize, darling. I promise you, I will do that video, because we do have newer people trying to get into this space. I have no problem with doing that, darling, but I will do that. Coin Square? What is Coin Square? Yes, and I'll record it, because I planned on recording this one. I have no idea how it went live, but I planned on recording this one just to make sure I X out a couple of things. But I was able to keep my stuff still secure and show you guys. So yes, yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely show you. Yeah, but when you press sell, you're doing dollars. You're basically, you're cashing out, I guess, to put it that way. You're not selling your coins, you're just cashing out. And so we're because we want what's called a risk-free investment, right? We want to invest and have no risk involved in it, because we understand that the market is very volatile. So we want to invest, but yet it be risk-free. So if I put $100 and I make $100, I take that $100 out. Now I have nothing necessarily invested. It's all free. So if I make another $100, now that's profit. If I make another $100, that's still profit. And if let's just say, God forbid, I lose that $100, I made $300, so it doesn't matter, because I made profit. So that's why we cash out the profit part, so we can have risk-free investments. Okay, good. But I will make because I know Deep Blenders was on here, and I don't want them to think that I'm like, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Jody. You already know. Like I said, I will make sure that I'm in position and do what's wise. I'm gonna be a wise investor. I'm gonna be a wise investor. Thank you, darling. Yes, please press the thumb. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys. Okay, the only one I've heard of, Jeanette, is the Q Coin. I've heard of that site. I don't know the other two, but definitely, something to research if you decide to purchase off of these, of Hotbit. And also, I showed you guys, you can go to coingecko.com, and because there are other sites besides the two I named, there are other sites that you could purchase XRP on. So, you can go and look up CoinGecko and find the coin, and then scroll down to find the exchange that it's sold on. So, and whichever exchange you like better, that's the one you do. But if I make 100, if I only invested 100, I make 100, I take the 100 out. What have I lost? That's risk free. I haven't lost anything. Yeah, Jody might be speaking some truth, guys. Jody might be speaking some truth. Definitely. I thank you guys so much for joining me, for getting on here with me and answering some questions. I mean, being able to answer some questions, all that great stuff. I hope something I said definitely help you understand it a little more. This is my email address. This is the only thing that I really put out there. If you want to contact me, you have any questions, you can definitely email me, and I use this email address just for stuff like this. Okay. So, you could definitely reach out to me. That's my email address. Lisa, if you're on here, if you watch this, honey, I did not receive an email from you. I know you commented asking, am I receiving it? This is my email address, shamekawillmotivate@gmail.com. And you can definitely contact me on here if you have any questions or you want me to do a video on something. I don't mind. Just let me know what kind of video you want. If I don't know the answer, I will definitely make sure that I get it to you, because that's what it's about, empowering people in this space that don't know about this stuff, empowering you to even understand, even if I can take it and try to break it down as best as I can so you can understand it. That's exactly what I want to do. So yeah, reach out to me if you have any other questions. I appreciate you guys. Please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel because it does help with the algorithm. It does help with this algorithm. So, and that's what I appreciate about XRP. That's why I'm sticking with it. Yes, definitely. Either way, hey, I'm gonna be ready. I'm not selling my coins. I'm cashing profit out. So that'll be my next video, guys, that I'll do. But I thank you guys so much for joining, for sitting on here. Look, we've been talking for 2 hours, guys. We got to get off. Okay, but thank you so much for joining. I will talk to you soon. Remember, if you change your mind, you'll change your life. So if you change the way that you think, your life will forever change. But guess what? You are your only limitation. You're the only one that limits you. So stop limiting yourself. Just be great at whatever it is you're meant to be great at. Talk to you soon.